Good morning, everyone. Hope you're doing great. Good to have you back in school after a long weekend. Yeah, so today is Tuesday, and we'll be discussing a new topic in math, which is capacity. Now, when you hear the word capacity, it simply means knowing how much a container can hold. Okay, like when you have two containers, you have to compare which one holds more liquid, which one holds less liquid. Just for example, like I have this bottle, this water bottle, and I have this cup. Okay, so which one do you think holds more water in it? Which one do you think can hold more liquid in it? Of course, you will go with this one because by me looking at them, you can see that this one is bigger than the cup. So this one actually holds more liquid inside of it. Okay, so when you hear about capacity, it simply means how much a container can hold. All right. And then I have another example with this, where we have this hand sanitizer and this the anti-mosquito spray. Okay, so we have those two containers. Which container do you think holds less liquid inside of it? Of course, when you hear less, it means smaller amounts, all right? So, of course, it's the anti-mosquito, because just mere looking at it, you can see that this container, it's smaller, it's thinner than this one. This one is bigger and can hold more liquid inside of it than this one. So this one can hold less liquid than this. All right, so that's just it about capacity. Now let's turn to our workbook to page 62. Turn to the workbook to page 62, and we have to write the date. That's the first thing we do. Write the date. Today is Tuesday, January 19, 2021. Tuesday, January 19, 2021. And I would like us to read together. Of course, you know where to write your date is up here. So we're starting with the black words, the big black words to read. So let's go together. Capacity. Okay, I would like you to point while we read. Capacity. The first dot, estimate and compare capacities of containers. Estimate and compare capacities of containers. So for today, we are just going to be estimating and comparing two different containers, knowing which one holds more or which one holds less liquids in it. Okay, and the second thing we will do in this lesson is to find the capacity of a container using non-standard units. The second that says find the capacity of a container using non-standard units. The last lesson we did in maths was measuring using non-standard units. Okay, so in this lesson also we're going to be trying to find the capacity of a container just by guessing. We're not using a particular measuring standard. It's just by looking at it and estimating which one holds more or which one holds less. All right, now let's go to the first work there. It says color the one with a greater capacity. So right now we are here. Okay, so we are here. The first one, it says color the one with a greater capacity. When you hear greater, it means larger, bigger amount. All right, in number one, you have a pail, a bucket of water, and you have a cup. Color, take your coloring pencil or your crayons and color the one which has a greater capacity, which one can hold more liquid inside of it. You color. Number two, you have I'm going to call that a ketchup bottle and a can of pop. Okay, a pop can. You have these two containers, so color the one which contains greater capacity. The same for number three, you have a pack of chips and a kettle. Color the one which has a greater capacity. All right, and then we move to the second one. It says color the one with the greatest. So it is, you're no longer comparing with between two containers. You now have three containers and you have to color the one with the greatest, the biggest, okay, the greatest capacity. And then you have in number four, you have a gallon of fruit juice, bucket of fruit juice, and a cup. Which one has the greatest capacity amongst those three? So you color it. Here you have a pan, a cooking pot, you have a trash can, okay, and here also you have kind of a basin or a bowl. All right, so color the one which has the greatest, the biggest, the greatest capacity. And the same way goes for number 6 and number 7. So it's just kind of a fun activity for you, a coloring work. Just look at the different containers and estimate which one has a greater capacity for what you have to do for greater, and which one has the greatest what you have to do for greatest. Okay, and when you're done with that, you move to page 63. It's still the same activity. We're comparing and estimating which one has a greater, which one can hold more, or which one can hold less. So it says look at the pictures. So we have the pictures here. It says look at these pictures, circle the correct answers to complete the sentence. So we're going to look at these pictures and circle the correct answers here, okay, to complete the sentence based on what we found here, based on our observation in those pictures. That's where we're going to use these pictures to answer these questions. All right, so it says this container, of course you can find it here. You have 3 different containers, this and this, okay, and so you can see this one emptying water inside it. So it's kind of like one of these can fill this, okay, and here also you have one of these also filling also this. All right, now it says this container can hold more or less water than this. Now look at this, look at this, and look at this. We are comparing this and this, okay, and the question says this one can it hold more or less water than this? So look at the pictures properly, look at the can emptying inside of it and think. Okay, we're going to make an estimate. You have to think, this one, can it hold more? You have to circle either more if it holds more, or less if it holds less water than the other container. All right, and the B says this container and this container have the same capacity or different capacity, like you can see here. Okay, does this and this have the same capacity or different capacity? So you have to look properly, look at the water inside the can and guess, think. Okay, look, you can compare the 3 of them here, 1, 2, and 3. So which one do you think has the greatest? Which one can hold more? Which one can hold less? And you have to compare this and this. Which do they have the same capacity or different capacity? Can they contain the same amount of water or amount of liquid, or different amount of liquids? Okay, so that's it for that. And then we move down to number 9. You also have 3 different containers, 1, 2, and 3, and you can see this is filling up the gallon, and you have a spill on the floor, which shows you that this is already more than this. And then you have the gallon filling up the basin or the bath, and you can also see that there is a spill on the floor. So you're going to compare the 3 containers and know which one has a bigger capacity or a less capacity. And it says the gallon, this one, can hold more or less than the pail. So the first thing is we are comparing this and this. Does this hold more or less than this? Circle it. Look at the different containers. Look at the spillover on the floor, and you have to decide if this container is bigger than this one. So if it holds more, you circle more, and if it holds less, you circle less. That's that for that. And it says which one is has the greatest capacity. That's the last. So amongst 1, 2, 3, circle the container that has the greatest capacity. That understood? All right, so that's it for today. If you don't understand, if you need more explanation, don't hesitate to send me a voice note and I will explain further for you. All right, guys, have a wonderful day and see you soon. Bye.